Hi guys, I must say, wow, Titan Peak 2 is out in early access. I must say I've been waiting for this for a few months at least. I saw like I'm not sure if there was a trailer, I don't think there was exactly a trailer, but there were a bunch of pictures you could see online and a Steam page. So I immediately added it to wishlist because I played Titan Quest 1. And yeah, Titan Quest 1 is probably a bit divisive. It has the vibes, but the gameplay is obviously very, very dated. I would probably recommend Grim Dawn rather than Titan Quest 1, to be honest. But Titan Quest 2, it's really amazing so far, honestly. This game is in early access. I'm not sure how much content exactly is there or how long it is. Damn, the music is epic. One moment, it might be a bit too loud. Okay, let's just put it down a little bit. But I'm very, very pleased with what I'm gaming so far. I've been playing a little over 2 hours. I have pretty random items on a random character. But I've been playing these ice shards, I think it's called. And I'm pretty much speaking into that. And I want to talk a little bit about the game, maybe do like a bit of gameplay. And a little bit of review here and there. So first I want to say, the gameplay itself, at least to me, is phenomenal. It's like a bit of PoE 2, bit of Diablo 4. Both of these games I really, really like. Diablo 4 is great for brainless grinding. PoE 2 is good for like that more deliberate kind of gameplay. And I feel like this is a mix of both. It's pretty deliberate. It's definitely very, very slow. Some people might be a bit turned off by that. That's a bit slower than you might expect. It's definitely not that you're dashing around blasting screens. At least not yet. But I must say, the game feels good. It feels nice. It's early access, so obviously there's a lot of technical stuff that's not perfect. We might see some of it in this gameplay. I've been like clipping into stuff, and there's been some bugs. Also, the performance, it's not terrible, but it's not great. As you can see, I'm running like while recording at around 70 FPS. This is on Ultra with DLSS on. Yeah, everything epic on 1440p, and I have around 70-80 frames when recording and around 90 when not. I would expect a bit more. Like, sure, the game is gorgeous. We cannot dispute that, but I don't think it's that gorgeous, honestly. So now I have to kind of find my... Wait, we have to go to the waypoint. But yeah, so some technical issues, some bugging, some clipping. Technical issues and performance could be better. But the gameplay itself, damn, it's really nice. It's really nice. I'm really enjoying this. This is the first time I've used a waypoint teleporter, by the way. Because it seems like when I close the game, it spawned me in town. But yeah, let's do some gameplay. As you can see, and yeah, it's also pretty merciless. It's definitely good to know. This game definitely can be hard for an ARPG standard. So if you're going into this to play like D4 or something, it's not exactly that. It has that feel. Like, if you played a lot of D4, you will definitely feel familiar with the vibe the combat has and the whole feeling of the interface and the combat feedback, etc. But the enemies themselves and how you approach these encounters, that is definitely not D4 at all. That's PoE 2. So we have the dodge roll that we can use, that we can also upgrade. I've upgraded it to have 2 charges. And there's like a lot of deliberate skill shots by enemies that you can avoid. Like when they have this little green mark above their heads, it means they are doing a skill shot that you need to dodge. Like for example, this king crab has this giant water laser thing. And if I do not press roll, it will just steamroll me. So anyways, this is what the interface looks like. I literally have some shit grey armor. What? I thought I have a better armor. Well, anyways, let's equip this one then. But yeah, as you can see, very random items. We will talk a bit about that later. There is some kind of like Ares shrines in the game that you can access and pay gold to make the game more difficult. So I did that, so just for reference, the monsters are 1 level higher than they should be. So you can see most of them has like this danger icon, but they are level 14. And there's like an evoker that's healing them. So as you can see, yeah, there's like this very tactical approach to things. You have to kill this evoker first, or enchanter, because he will just keep buffing the monsters. You have to kind of dodge around. It's definitely pretty hard. Be prepared to do a lot of kiting. But this king crab is unkillable. Okay, let's spam my magma ball. Get rid of the crabs real quick before he heals them. Yeah, see, it's pretty tough, it's pretty tough. Like, sure, my damage is probably not great. Okay, we cannot really do anything about that, we have to... And he's also, like, regening himself while healing the crab. But okay, we got rid of them. Let's regain some energy. So I'm playing pretty much only these two skills exclusively so far. Oh, and I also don't have my aura, that's why I'm missing a lot of damage. So I have the ice shards, it's very simple, I just press and it throws out these shards. And I also have this magma ball, which is very nice for AoE, like when I want to AoE them, I will just throw out a ball like that and deal some nice AoE fire damage. And this talk about skills is a good segue into the skill system, which I will show you once I kill these. Also, I have an aura, the Storm Nimbus, which basically just buffs my cold damage. Okay, I think there was one more that ran away. But okay, let's use this opportunity to talk about the skills. So, whenever you level up, there are two things you have to worry about. Actually, three later on. So first you have the attributes. The attributes look a bit weird, but it's actually very simple. You have three core attributes: Cunning, Fitness, and Resolve. And these are all controlled by these four different nodes that each connect to two, and then Vigor connects to all of them. So you can, like, funnel Vigor to get all three. But then to equip certain items, you need, like, some kind of might or knowledge, etc. to equip them. So if we look, this requires knowledge 74, so you cannot just funnel everything into Vigor, right? Like, if you want general stats, you can get Vigor, but then to equip items, you need these three nodes. Pretty fun system, it's nice to juggle things around. But then we get to the core of things, which is masteries. Masteries, you have core masteries, which are your dodge, your barrier, which you can press to, like, dispel an attack. I'm not really using that, but maybe I will learn that at some point. And then your primary and secondary attack, you can spend points into that. But then you spec into one mastery and then into second mastery. So my main mastery is Storm, which I wanted to, like, play a mage as the first run. And the way this works is you select a skill, you funnel points into it, you get active points over here, you funnel them into that, and then as you funnel points, you unlock these little shields, and you can use these shields to further modify the skill. So for example, I can get Torrent, which will add me 2 more projectiles, but it will add 3 energy cost into that. So 3 more projectiles, 3 energy cost now. And it will fill out the shield. So then at level 13, 15, and 17, I will get more slots for these. But you can only select a finite amount, okay? So you can later select the 4th mod and then 5th mod. But for now, I can only select 3 and upgrade them. And that's pretty much how every skill in this game works. You have the main skill, and then it's modifiable. But then you also have your passives. And your passives are a little bit different. Same idea, but a little bit different. You spec into those, and then you can unlock 2 feats. So for example, I have this Raging Mind passive right now, which gives me spell damage and cast speed. And now I can probably get even more cast speed, crit chance, or ailment chance. So for example, let's get ailment chance. Okay, so now we also have a feat in there. And we've unlocked the feat by getting level 8. So here, I'll have one. Oh wait, yeah, that was actually at, like, a lower level. At level 8 is the second one. Yeah, it seems it's different based on... Yeah, at level 6 is the first one. So at 6 we have got this. And here it's at level 8. So yeah, it seems the requirements are different based on the node. So it's interesting. But then the second mastery works the exact same. You can just kind of choose which you will spec into more, and you can combine it. Like here in Earth, I'm using these passives to get even more spell damage and more energy. But then the last thing, you will also get Divinity. As you level up and as you do certain quests, you get Divinity points, which is basically the same system as Grim Dawn has, where you spec into this Divinity node and it levels up your Divinity and you can unlock further and further nodes. Got all that? I hope so. It's a fun system. It's not too complicated, but it's complicated enough to make sure you can build a certain specific character. I like it. I like it. It was a bit confusing at first, but once I got into it, it became pretty fun. And there's another healer somewhere in there. Yeah, there. So let's get past all these and try to get the healer. Okay, see all these skills, they are pretty obvious, but you have a very, very short window to dodge them actually, so just make sure to really dodge. These healers are hard to kill. And I'm poisoned now. Yeah, they are generating like a barrier when they are healing. So they are even harder to kill while they are healing another mob. I see, it's pretty tough. Not sure for these nets, that would be a problem. But yeah, I was promised better rewards. If I... what is this? A note. I was promised better rewards by increasing their level, so I hope I have some kind of better drops. So what did we get? We don't really need that. This is not bad. But this has poison resist, and I feel like poison is killing me right now. The map works similarly to Grim Dawn. So if you played Grim Dawn, you will feel right at home. It's very open, very large, with certain caves and little dungeons you can explore. That's okay. I'm probably a bit more of a fan of PoE style, where it's like a one big continuous dungeon. But this open world stuff is also fine.
A farm full of crab eggs. And I thought I'd seen everything.
Okay, so this is gonna be a lot of crabs. But yeah, without the healer they are screwed. The mother crab. Okay, let's slay all the little ones, and there's a lot of them. Okay, there's the mother crab. And she has some crazy spells. Spam her with my magma ball. I really have to get like more charges into my dodge, or like quicker recharge, because the game is starting to get tough and my charges are kind of vanishing. Oh, and also the soundtrack, I quite like it. It has a Witcher 3 kind of vibe, honestly. And some of the tracks are very nice. It's almost dead. Okay. Ooh, I didn't react to that.
Make use of it.
Don't need a shield, and we've also got some kind of shell. Militia commander, okay. So we've got some quest item. There's also a bunch of these secret chests around the world, Dragon's Dogma style. So that's always fun. And also, there is a day-night cycle in this game. I'm not sure if it's scripted or this actually a cycle, but here, up here you can see if it's night or day, and I mean you can tell in the game, I guess. But it seems it's like a pretty much a day-night cycle that just exists for some reason. I don't know if it has some kind of gameplay role somewhere, but there is a day-night cycle, which is cool, I guess. But without the healer, they are screwed. Also, these breakable objects, bases, crates, etc. It's also all fun. Sometimes it drops items. Ooh, wait. Hold on. Yep, let's peek. Let's get that. I have my little Magus cape. Also, I must say, for ARPG standards, the writing seems pretty solid. It's like a story that we are hunted by the goddess Nemesis. For whatever reason, she hates us. And I guess we are gonna uncover the reasons through the game. There was like a very intense section at the beginning of the game, which is pretty fun. Also, you can tell this was very much designed with deliberate in mind, because pretty much any skill they throw at you, the enemies throw at you, it's very dodgeable. Like, they are slow, well, not slow, but they are slow enough for you to dodge. But especially those green skills that have like a ground effect, etc. You have pretty much like a second, just about a second to dodge it. So you have to be fast. It's definitely not easy. I mean, the first Titan quest also wasn't too easy. It just was a lot more cancer to play. Ooh, I got into quite a crossfire there. That's not good. This is already doing a shit ton of damage and there's like 4 of them. Okay, but my AoE is doing wonders. Also, the life flasks work. I think they work like in PoE. Yeah, it gains charges by dealing damage, so it's almost like PoE. You just have to deal damage, not really kill. But as you battle, you can see I will regain the charge. Yeah, there. So feel free to use the potions. I guess you can probably upgrade them at some point. I found one on the ground which has like an effect that it cleanses stagger and bleeding, so you can probably find upgrades and get more charges later on. Not sure about that yet. But so far the life flask system feels pretty forgiving. I think the developers meant that you can spam life flasks a lot more, but there is also a lot more damage in the game, so... Okay, so we cleansed that area. We had to find the statue. Fighting a lot of crabs here. So far the enemy variety was okay, like there's crabs, there's boars, there's like eagles, spiders, these ichthyians, fish people, and skeletons. So there's an okay variety there, but there is definitely a lot of like different roles of the enemy mobs, I'd say. Yeah, see? If I didn't dodge that, I tried to walk away and it hits me. Like you just have, you pretty much have to roll that. Okay, what's happening here? Oh, this is the Enclave, okay. Whoa, what? They have a problem. Okay, this guy has a 1v1 with a crab, let me help him.
We'll have a story to tell after this fight's over.
Okay, we help the militia. Oh, there's even more. Have to defend.
We would have been in trouble for sure if you hadn't come along.
Alright.
Depends on Linus. We could use more steady.
We'll enter that later. I just wanna scout around first. These are tanky because they have the Guardian Enchanter again. Yeah, I think I have to... Oh, this attack again. Oh, this is gonna be difficult. This is gonna be very difficult. Yeah, I think I kinda don't need to try to hit him while he's chanting. I kinda do no damage while he does that. But I can probably deny the shield. The barrier generation he's doing. Alright. Ooh, that was a weirdly long dodge. Felt like. Wow. Yeah, this thing, the targeting, sometimes is pretty whack. Not gonna lie, sometimes I feel like it should hit them, but the hitboxes are kinda unforgiving. Like, if they are red like this, you will pretty much always hit. Oh, that's a nice step. But sometimes, even though, if you just like barely miss with your cursor, it's very unforgiving. Like, you will miss. Also, I'm not sure if it's there anywhere, but there should be a better tell if my aura is on or off. Like, I can see the little sparkly effect on my character, but that's pretty bland, or like, not bland. What's the word? Like, it's not very noticeable. I feel like it would be better if it was like in PoE, where there's like a little buff icon somewhere. Maybe there or something.
I can't
So I can quickly and easily tell if my aura is up or not. Like for me it's not enough if the icon changes or I have a little effect, you know, I'm a bit restarted. Anyways, the staff, I cannot even use that. Now I wonder if the cold damage that it says it does applies like to my spell, you know? Like I don't know, I'm not sure if it's the basic attack or if it's spell based. Anyways, we can talk to the commander.
Our tax station soldiers all along the main for now. The Ichthians.
We've also got the shell.
Be able to fashion something for the southwest.
Alright.
Is that the shell I heard the pet? Yes, here.
Alright, we get that. Got them the shell. Also, we're gonna level up soon, so you're gonna see the level up effect, which is quite well done here. Also, this guy is a trader.
I'll sell you what I can.
Do you have a staff?
To rain down Apollo's arrows
He has a
on them.
potion.
We will cast them into the rivers of Hades and let
Wait, I can
I'll
sell
you
actually.
what I can.
Shift left click. Don't want any of these. I'm gonna keep this for now.
Listen,
I'm not sure if there's a way to make like a grey item rare
no, you're no fighter.
or something, or magical, like that would be fun. If it's there. Okay, we have to defend another gate. And there's plenty of enemies, so let's spend them with magma balls. Also there's an enchanter in the back. Yeah, see, I'm dropping frames hard. And I'm on like a very solid computer, so that's not good. They definitely have to do something about the performance. Ah, there's the level up. You? And don't even try to tell me to lower the settings. That's not a tip. The game should function just fine on the best settings possible, especially if it's on DLSS. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oops. I see an iron ring. Which is probably not the best base for me, but it might be better than what I have.
For the glory of Pagos!
There's a lot of enemies, just like in Titan Peak 1. Oh, there's a boss. Master Hydromancer, what the hell? Yeah, but the animations and everything, the feeling of it, that's just stellar, I love it. When they patch out the performance to be a bit smoother and get some kind of crazy endgame going on, this is gonna be... Yeah, I feel like this is about to be peak, honestly. It's just like the main reason I'm doing this video, by the way. I want you to go and buy the game. Buy the early access, trust me. I know what you're thinking. I am the same. I don't usually buy early access games.
At the center of the enclave.
I usually don't trust it, just like you do. But this game I feel like has potential. And I feel like you should really go support the devs. Like the devs already made some greatness before, and I think they can do it again. As here we can do a little jump, which is funny. And get my Dragon's Dogma chest. My Dragon's Dogma chest. That's a fire staff that I cannot use. We really need more knowledge, but this one is correct, so let's get knowledge. Let's just spec twice into knowledge, why not? And mastery. So here we go. So you just spam into attributes, like whatever you need, and then, for example, I can get more damage on my shards. And at level 13 I will get another mastery point, or whatever it's called, and I also have... now I can also choose a new one. So for example, we can get chaos, but it means that projectiles are shot in random directions, which I don't know if I want. But we can get homing, for example, right? Equal to 3% reserved energy. What exactly does that mean? Like if I reserve energy with my aura, I do more damage? I hope that's what it means. And now we can also spec into passive, so let's get more spell damage. And let's also go over here. We can get a little bit more energy. And also spec one into divinity over in my core mastery, or this main mastery. Okay, and next level I will also look into upgrading my dodge, because the dodge is okay. I upgraded it a little bit, but it needs to be better. Also, can I use this stuff now? Yes, I can. And this stuff is correct. It's still not ice, which is unfortunate, but it's pretty correct. Okay, we have to report back. And I think I can kind of cut the video here. I said all I wanted to say. So the main takeaway from this video, Titan Peak 2, it's amazing. If you like ARPGs, if you like high quality made games, but have a kind of like a strong enough computer, I guess, for now, because the performance is all over the place, and don't mind a little bit of technical issues. Also, I can't really say for now how long the content currently in is, but it's probably around 10 hours or so, because I saw most of the reviews have like 10 or so hours. I have one friend that already clocked in 30, so it's probably possible to squeeze out a lot more from the early access, but it's gonna get patched with even more content, so I suggest go buy it now, support the devs, try it out if you like it. If you don't, well, you gotta refund it, nothing else to do. But if you do like it, try it, maybe finish this early access and then wait until the game releases, and you will have a much better experience. But for now it's already pretty solid, so yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Titan Peak is crazy, go get it, have fun, and bye bye.